Hi everybody, my name is Sharon and I'm the CEO of Clariter. The essence of Clariter is taking plastic waste no one wants and transforming it into product everybody needs. Let me show you how we do it. Before we start, it's important to share with you pieces of our journey. So our journey started about 17 years ago. And 17 years ago, we were viewing and seeing that the world is facing three global challenges. The first one was waste, or should I say plastic waste. The second one is volatility of oil and oil products. And the third one is social unrest, mainly with the need to create jobs, with the need for small, medium-sized enterprises development. Quantum leap to today. Even with COVID and its existence, we see these three major challenges even more severe and important and needs to be handled. The volatility of oil products, the ups and the downs, the political effects, the effects of transportation, people are driving or not driving, people are flying or not flying, affect not only transportation, but our entire life related to chemicals and petrochemicals that emerge from crude. And plastic waste today, it's not just a problem. The UN classified it as an epidemic. Needless to say, that the need for job creations and the need for small, medium-sized enterprises development is in the highest necessity. Let's think what there is in common between a plastic bag, a candle, and a baby oil. They all come from crude. So Clariter looks at waste, or shall I say plastic waste, not as something which is useless, but simply a misplaced resource. So we look at plastic and we are thinking not how we can get rid of it, but how we can transform it into something positive. Today, the world is striving towards chemical recycling. Now, chemical recycling can be found into plastic to fuel or plastic to oil. It can be found also as plastic to new plastic. Is Clariter a chemical recycler? I would say yes, but with a twist. So Clariter is actually chemical upcycler. Why? Because we take the plastic waste and thereafter we are not returning it back into plastics, but returning it into advanced products such as solvents, oils, and waxes that are commonly used in various industries. So let's talk about the type of plastic waste. Actually, it's much easier to come and say what type of plastics we do not like or we do not take. So we do not take PET, which is the soft drink bottles, and we do not take PVC, which is hardly found in post-consumer plastic waste. Most of our products comes from post-consumer plastic waste, but they also come from industrial waste, agricultural waste, and even from the sea. So our process starts with taking plastic waste. Now, talking about plastic waste, we do not really care about the colors. We do not really care if it's about rigid or flex. All we care is that it's a mix, and we like mix. As said earlier, what we don't take PET and PVC, but these actually represent most of the plastics existing today in the waste world. When plastic enter into our process, we do not consider this as waste anymore. We consider this as feedstock. Thereafter, the feedstock goes into our reactor where there is a thermocracking. In the thermocracking, we break the plastic into a hydrocarbon mix that actually looks and smells like crude or light crude. The next stage is hydrotreating, where we take the sulfur out, we take the double bonds, which is the smell, we take the color out, and we take all impurities. Our third and unique stage is the distillation stage, where we break it into three families of products: the solvents, the oils, and waxes. Our end products can be transformed into thousands of applications that we use on our daily activity. Some examples of the end product that can be developed out of Clariter's three families of products include lubricating oil, shoe polish, candles, degreasers, and many more. Actually, more than 1,000. Let's look at our three families of products. So let's take, for example, our oil family. As you see, it's colorless, odorless, and also sulfurless, meaning we take out all the impurities. Very similar is our solvent family as well. Again, no smell. Then if you take our waxes family, they are snow white waxes. Again, no smell, and trust me, no impurities. From the three families of our products, you can obtain various applications, from candles, shoe polish, degreasers, but in the tooling and machinery industry, it can even be a substitute to a lubricating oil. So think about how cool it is when you take your industrial scrap and you transform it into a lubricating oil that actually serves your machinery. Let's think about circular economy, a phrase which is often used today. Now try to imagine that you are an industrialist that is having packaging. Okay? At the end, you have scrap plastics. This scrap plastic is being moved into Clariter, and Clariter can transform it into a lubricating oil that will lubricate the same machine that is actually using your scrap plastics. So, see, that's the circular. Think about all the plastic waste that is floating in the ocean. How cool it is when this plastic is being collected and thereafter being transformed into a surf wax, and the same surf wax is being used by the same surfers that are actually cleaning the ocean. Cool. So our story started about 17 years ago, but what did we do over the past 17 years? So in order to understand our journey, we need to go on a couple of milestones that we had throughout the way. First, we needed to prove that our chemistry works. And this is how we created a small lab in Poland, together with leading Polish scientists and another group of scientists from around the world. In 2006, when we felt certain with our chemistry, we have developed our pilot facility in south of Poland, in Gliwice. This facility is actually working till today and continue to make R&D activity. After obtaining the desired result coming from the pilot in Gliwice, we have decided that it's time to scale up and to create an ISP, which stands for an industrial scale plant. So we have built a 15,000 square meter facility in East London, South Africa. The ISP in South Africa is used for a couple of purposes. First, of course, research and development. We need to continue. We need to start. The job of research never ends. The second thing, it's a demonstration facility where we can bring guests from all over the world and show them how plastic waste is being converted and transformed into the solvents, oils, and waxes. The third, it's a training facility. We are working 24/7, around the clock, non-stop, and we need to train people, and we need to train also future development. We have identified several locations in South Africa, in the Netherlands, in Poland, and in Israel. This is where we are looking for our next development, our global rollout. And the rest, the world is our oyster. We were recognized by many organizations, including Solar Impulse Foundation, that chose us to be one of the 1,000 solutions to save the planet. EIB, the European Investment Bank, teamed up with Clariter in order to find a way how seamlessly develop Clariter facilities throughout Europe. Keeping the theme of seeing value at things that usually are overlooked by others, the way we build Clariter is quite different. We have more than 80 people. We speak 24 languages. We have 40 nationalities. We have a gender parity of 1-to-1, which is so not common in our industry. We like to hire people that just retired and people that just completed their university. We are looking really at the essence, the core, the uniqueness of each and every one of us, and thinking how we can turn the world into a much better place. One of our favorite African proverbs says, if you want to go fast, go alone. If you want to go far, go together. And in Clariter, it's not about the I, it's about the we. And we want to go together with us, with you, with governments, with everybody. And how do we do it? We do it because we believe that the three essential problems, the ones of the oil volatility and demands of petrochemicals, the ones of the plastic waste epidemic, and the one of the social unrest with the need to create small, medium-sized enterprises cannot be dealt only by Clariter. It can be dealt by the we. Join us, help us. Let's give everybody a clean slate.